Hello, I'm Sabrina with the 2-Minute CRA News you need to know. We have good news to tell you about, and it has to do with one of the bills that didn't pass this year. It was AB 1066. This wasn't one of the big high-profile bills covered in the news this year, but it would have profoundly changed unemployment insurance in California. It would have created new, long-term costs for both businesses and for California's already weak unemployment insurance fund. AB 1066 would have allowed all union members who go on strike to receive unemployment benefits during the time they're striking. Today, that fund is meant not for people who are on strike, but for people who lose their job through no fault of their own. No, restaurants generally don't have union employees, and their workers generally don't go on strike. But restaurants pay a lot of money into the UI fund. Here's how it works. California employers pay into the fund. And then California workers who lose a job through no fault of their own, usually because they've been laid off, can file a claim for unemployment benefits. It's not much money, but it's meant to help people take care of their most basic needs, like rent, while they look for another job. During the last recession, which sometimes feels like it was just yesterday, the fund ran out of money. California had to borrow billions from the federal government just to pay out all the claims. Now, 10 years later, the U.S. Department of Labor says California's UI fund is the least solvent in the country. So why would lawmakers even consider adding a new class of worker, those who are on strike, to the state's obligations? It's especially odd considering many unions already plan ahead for events like a strike. They use a portion of their dues for a strike fund. AB 1066 would have shifted that burden to employers. Big thanks to those state senators who voted no on the Senate floor. This bill failed, and since it's one that didn't get written or talked about much, we figured we'd tell you about it here. That's our 2 minutes. I'm Sabrina. Thank you for watching.